about Moville and about some plans there. And they have come to be because before that, or the month before that, in fact, the Irish Architecture Foundation announced three projects selected for the second round of funding. It was the Hometown Architect Development Funding, and the three projects getting €10,000 each. So there was Ballyborough in Cavan selected, also Mount Rath in County Laois, and Moville here in Donegal. And Reimagine Moville is the name of the project, and the final event is tomorrow, where those behind it will be sharing their visions. Now, the team for Moville, the Moville project, is led by architect Mary Kerrigan, who joins us now. Mary, good afternoon.
Hello, John. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Good to talk to you, and good to get an update. So, give us a little bit of background first of all as to how the funding came about or what it's about.
Well, this funding comes through a program. It's called Hometown Architect Reimagine. It's run by the Irish Architecture Foundation, as you said. I think they have worked at this stage with maybe 17 communities and 17 towns over the last couple of years. And we spotted this opportunity way back in January, put in an application along with Clodagh Warnock of Keolan, Heritage Group, Traditional Music and Harp School, and Anthony Dugan from Moville Community Complex Development Company. And we're lucky to be one of three selected for this year. So that gives us a really great opportunity to work with our own community to kind of go on a journey, an odyssey, to create a new future, imagine a new future for this really special place, which was designed over 250 years ago. So we're coming in now 250 years later with our dreams and visions for the future here. So that's kind of the bones of it.
Okay. So 250 years on, it was sort of your task to come up with new plans, new ideas to reimagine the town, if you like. And a lot obviously has changed in those 250 years, and people, the town's got bigger, and just things have, transport and infrastructure and all sorts of things have changed. So how did you get on?
Well, we have had an absolutely amazing time. It has changed a lot, but actually it's amazing what's still here from 250 years ago. And we discovered that the core of the town, where the square that everybody knows, is from that time. It's over 250 years old, and lots of the buildings that people know and love come from that time. So it's actually, Moville is Georgian, which is kind of really special in this part of the world. So, our process has been really totally grassroots, ground up. It's all about bringing light and life to our people, to those public spaces like the Market Square and other really special streets in Moville, and the Bath Green, which is so gorgeous and everybody loves, so that everybody feels at home here and that the place is full of life. And we've been on this journey for 4 months now. Over 160 people have been walking the walk with us. And since that was 8 workshops we had together with everyone in all kinds of places, inside, outside. And in the last 5 weeks, a really hardcore team of, I think we have about 7 coordinators, amazing people, working with 3 focus groups on 3 areas of the town to create this grand finale of Reimagine Moville, which is all happening tomorrow.
All right, and the way it's happening tomorrow is interesting because the 3 areas will be focused, or you'll be focusing on those 3 areas, but the timeline, it's overlapping. How does that work?
Yeah, well, we've been using tried and tested ways that really work when people kind of participate and do the work, and people really, really have. People have been rolling their sleeves up, and the level of energy and commitment and enthusiasm is absolutely breathtaking. We are creating this new future in public, with the public. So we're actually doing it in the public spaces of Moville. And the rolling program is We start at 11 in the Market Square, Malin Road, and the Breda River down behind Malin Road. And that runs from 11 to 1. But actually, the next area, which is James's Street and down at the Bath Green, that starts at 12. So there's there is a rolling program, and they go from 12 until 2. And then down at Key Street and the pier and the old Moville Pier and River Row and over in the Presbyterian Church, they're running from 1 until 3. So it's so that it would flow seamlessly.
Yes.
And yet, people can flow from one part of the town to another, and things will be happening everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, easy to get around to all three if people want to take them in, and people should, in Moville, or if you work in Moville, then it's most definitely worth your while going along to have a look.
Absolutely. This is for everyone, all ages, all backgrounds. If you live, work, play, stay, pray in Moville, it's for you. And if you're from Moville and live somewhere else and you fancy a trip home, we'd absolutely love to see you. And if you're just a visitor who comes on and off, like, we'd love to see you too. It's going to be, I think one of the things we did with everybody was to ask people to, if they had one thing they'd be delighted to see happen in the future in Moville, what would that one thing be? And then the job for everyone else was to make that happen. So to give you an example, one of the really fantastic ideas from some of the people who actually live in the Market Square was that the Market Square would become a Market Square once more, because that's what it was originally designed for. So tomorrow there are going to be marketeer stalls of all kinds, food, refreshments, dancing, singing, seating so people can relax. Right. There's a bit of shelter if people need that. That's just to give you one flavour. There'll be a really amazing guided walk down the Breda River with experts who are so knowledgeable about that part of the town. And I don't want to give all the surprises away, but there'll be stuff happening down on the pier. I think there's going to be a sound bath under the bridge down near River Row. So if people want, I suppose, an experience with a difference, then Moville's the place to be tomorrow.
So yeah, plenty of activity. It's not a case of sitting around looking at plans or mock-ups.
Oh no.
The council have a regeneration plan for Moville that's about to begin. Does what you're doing conflict with it, or support it and help it?
Well, it's been such a happy coincidence that the council's regeneration plan emerged kind of around the same time as this Reimagine Moville grant from the Irish Architecture Foundation. And we have been delighted that the council's regeneration team and their town regeneration officer, Patricia McIntyre, and the wider regeneration team have actively participated in our process. They've come to, I think, pretty much all of our workshops. And the timing of their consultation, which is now just running on from ours, means that the outcomes of our process are all ready to be fed into their programme, and they have created a special time slot for us to do that. So our Reimagine Moville teams can all go along to that, as can the wider public and other stakeholders. Right. So it actually couldn't be better. And I suppose, it kind of strikes me that at a time in the country when, there's so many challenges on so many fronts across the country, that what has been unfolding in Moville strikes me as a real beacon. And it's a directly relevant model for engaging communities in their place and equipping them to be able to engage with their local authority much more deeply and with much more confidence. And I suppose the visions that have come out of this are blowing me away, I have to say. Good. So, and I think it's worth saying, we want to really acknowledge the support that we've had and the help that we've had, both from the council's regeneration team, also from, the people in the council who've helped us to make tomorrow possible, like Kevin Lake. We've had Councillor Martin Farn has been really supportive. And we have had great help from An Garda Síochána, who are going to be assisting us tomorrow. So, that's just a few of the people who've had, not least the whole community, who are
And you're also going to be helped by the man above tomorrow because the forecast is good and you're going to be out doing these things in great sunshine by the sound of things.
Absolutely. And I have to say, when we first started talking about this in the wettest August, I believe, or the second wettest August ever, I think people thought we were absolutely for the birds. So the faith and trust of our community to go ahead with this and to burn the midnight oil, you wouldn't
Wow.
believe what people are doing to make this happen. It is astonishing.
Great. Well, it looks like you're going to be blessed with sunshine, and I haven't said that too often this summer, I can tell you. The best of luck. It's from 11 tomorrow, 11 through until 3 in total. And as you said, it's a rolling schedule, but that is in Moville if people want to go along, and they should. Mary Kerrigan, thank you.
Thanks very much, John. Thank you.
Get with the best. Virgin Media, Ireland's best.